Iupac nomenclature. In order to name organic compounds, there are rules that are followed. The first is to name the longest chain. The longest chain is the parent name. So here we have propane because we have 3 carbon atoms. The next one, we have hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hexane. The reason why we call it hexane is because there is the presence of double bond between carbon atoms. So we number it first just to get the longest chain. We go to the right, number to the left. Then you sum the carbon atoms carrying the subsequent and functional group. The carbon atom 5 is carrying methyl, then 4 and 3, which gives us 12 up. Check down, 4, 3, 2 gives us 9. So 9 is smaller. You go with the one that has smaller number of carbon. So instead of choosing 4 carbon, we choose 3. So we clean the top numbering and we name it 2, 2 because carbon 2 is carrying 2 methyl group. That is alkyl group. 2, 2. And when you use 2, we have di. We use di for 2. So 2, 2 dimethyl hex 3 in because 3 in, carbon atom 3 is where we have the in there. Okay, in this carbon compound, we have bromine as a substituent. And if you check, you will see CH3 there as if it's a substituent. If you look at it at first, then you will be tempted to say pentane is wrong. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is hexane. So we move 3 bromohexane. 3 bromohexane. That is it. Okay. Alkanols. Alkanols are also called alcohols. The alkanols are the hydroxyl derivatives of the alkanes. They are derived by replacing one hydrogen atom in the formula CnH2n plus 2. That is actually the reason why we have CnH2n plus 1 OH. It has been replaced. So the functional group is ROH. So let's see how we can name this compound butan 1-O because the OH is at carbon atom 1. That's why it is 1-O. If the OH is at carbon atom 2, okay, we get the parent name, which is 1, 2, 3, propan 2-O. The functional group of alkanoic acid is RCOOH. Okay? Alkanoic acid is a derivative of alkanes, whereby the E is replaced with oic acid. It has the functional group of CnH2n plus 1 COOH. So if you want to name it, you start from COOH, numbering it from there. The alkyl group is at carbon atom 3, but the functional group is COOH. So you have 3-methyl butanoic acid or 3-methyl butan 1-oic acid. Is that clear? Thank you. For alkanoate, in other words, called ester. An ester is formed from the reaction between an alkanoic acid and an alkanol. And this reaction is called esterification reaction. So, to name it, we need to understand that from the oic, we remove oic and replace it with OH. Oic is replaced with OH. So the functional group is RCOOR prime. So we can name CH3, COOCH3 as methyl ethanoate. methyl ethanoate. We name R prime first before the R. So that is why we have CH3 as methyl ethanoate. Another example is we have CH3, CH2, CH3 at the end. So that is the R prime. So we name it as ethyl propanoate or diethyl ester. Okay, the previously named methyl ethanoate can also be what? Dimethyl ester. Ethyl, or we call it alkoxides or alkoxy alkane, has a formula ROR prime. In naming the compound ethyl, we name by starting with R prime first. So we have methoxymethane or ethoxyethane, as the case may be. Methoxymethane is dimethyl ether. Ethoxyethane is diethyl ether. Now, let's look at amine. It has the formula of RNH2. It is called amino. So, when you find amino in a compound, it can be called or named accordingly. When a functional group is there, like COOH, just like the example we have now, we name the amino first, 3-amino, okay? Then butanoic acid. You can also say 3-amino butan 1-oic acid.